Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be creating a semi-custom brand, as I'll be posting that in my shop soon. So you'll be able to see my process of creating a semi-custom brand, and maybe this will be a great idea for you to create something like a semi-custom brand and post that on your shop as well. So a semi-custom brand, as you can hear, it's a semi-custom brand. It is not a personalized brand. It is basically like a template. As I bet you all seen like these website templates, it is the equivalent of that. So today I'm going to be creating a fun and fluff, and this brand is a dog brand. So I'm going to be trying to create a dog brand, and I'm going to be creating some personalized illustrations which will make this brand feel more personalized. So the typography will not be personalized or customized, but I feel like the illustrations will give that personalized feel. And if you already don't know, my name is Cami. I'm a brand designer / strategist, and here on YouTube, I do tons of passion projects as well as talk about designer stuff. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, that's where I post the most. That's where you can see me on my day-to-day. I post there every single day, so give me a follow there and let's get started. So we always start with looking for some nice typography after we have a mood board and an idea and the vibes. And what I like to do is use Adobe, as I already pay for the Adobe subscription, therefore these are free for me. And of course there is other sources for fonts as well, like Google Fonts. So I choose a couple options, which I usually go with just pure vibes. It's either you're feeling it or you're not feeling it with typography. And then I minimize to only one. And because this is a semi-custom brand, I will not be customizing and personalizing the typography. So it'll be mainly the font is how the logo will be. So for the logo, I have a couple of variations. We have fun and fluff stacked on top of each other, and then nicely in a straight line, as well as a circle option, which is always nice and handy to have. After we have the logos finished, what I will be doing is looking for some colors. And to find some colors, I will be looking through the colors in Adobe. So you can type in color.adobe.com, and it does give you a couple nice variations based on what you type in. So here you can see I typed in joyful and a couple different things that do fit into the idea that I have for this brand. And the reason I really like to use Adobe's colors is because you can easily just click add to library and it's already there for you, and then you can just add it into your color palette. So after I have chosen the colors, of course we're going to be changing the logo variations to fit these colors and just see how the colors interact with each other, if they work together. And what I like to also do is use all of the colors at the top and then have the logo variations in all these different colors. And then after I do that, I like to move things about so it's not just a column of the same color, if you know what I mean. So it's more eye-pleasing. And after I was done with the colors, I decided to add another variation of the logos with just the two letters, so FF in the middle. So it's another nice logo mark. So that is all the logo variations done, and the chosen color palette is done. And can we just appreciate how beautiful this color palette is? I really like how it looks like. And the next step is creating some illustrations. And as this is a dog brand, and we're going to be really focusing on the client's needs and wants. So what I imagine a dog business would want from patterns and illustrations is a couple dog related toys, And I think this will add a little bit more personality back into the brand. And because we cannot customize the logos and the typography, I think it'll be a really nice touch to add that into the patterns. And the idea for like the semi-custom brands is to attract customers who do not have as much money for a fully customized, personalized brand. And that's why we will not be customizing the typography and creating something more unique. But the special thing about these semi-custom brands is the patterns. And I think this really adds the personality back into the brand, and it looks more personalized compared to something without these patterns. As I think just using the typography that isn't personalized, it does take it a little bit backwards. And that is understandable, as of course the target audience doesn't have as much money. But I think adding the patterns definitely adds a lot to this. So to briefly explain what I'm doing here, I connected my iPad to my laptop. And if you do have Apple devices, so like an iPad and a iMac or a Mac or whatever it's called, Apple devices, you can easily connect them. However, my laptop is not Apple, it's Acer, so the connection was a little bit harder to do. But what I used was something called Splashtop Business. So if you Google Splashtop, you will find it. It is paid, but there is a trial for like 3 or 5 days. And I definitely think it's worth it if you do a lot of patterns. So after I connected my devices together and I could draw on my tablet, I was using the paintbrush tool to draw, and my drawings were really rough, as then I'd be going back onto my laptop and just perfecting it by moving the anchor points around. I was also using the smooth tool just to smooth out my lines. And then finally, when I was happy with the shape and happy with my lines and everything was connected, then I was able to use the bucket tool to colour in the insides of my drawing. If it's not working for you, it's mainly because your anchor points are not touching, so there is a gap and then it won't fill in. So you'll have to play about with it if you are drawing it on a tablet roughly, as that was like an issue that I was having a lot. But if you move the anchor points and everything is connected, it'll be absolutely fine. And that was the live paint bucket. So I was using the paintbrush tool, the smooth tool to smooth everything out, and the live paint bucket to fill in the colours. So after I was done with the illustrations, I laid them out really nicely so it could go into a pattern. And the illustrations that I've made was a food bag, a water bowl, a bone, one of those chewy circle thingies, a ball of spikes, and another ball, as well as a tug and war ball thing. Yeah, you can see on screen. And then after I was done laying it out and putting it in the colours, and I put it in all of the colour variations, so you have a couple options of the colours. That's the point where we'll be going into some photography, just to add a little bit more life back into the brand and allow the client to see the logo variations in action and just see the general vibe that we are going for. And the photography, I use my photography from Pexels. I always find really good photos on there, but soon I'm going to be posting a couple more free stock sites for you to use if you're not already aware of them. So definitely have a look on my Instagram, follow me on there, as that is where I post anything like that. And that's coming soon. And here you can see the photography that I used and how I used the logo variation. So you can see we had like this really nice photo of this dog poking his head through like a little circle. So I thought that was really nice to use one of our circle logos and the words going around him. That was really nice. And then it's something more simple with the text on top and on the side. I think it's a really nice touch to allow the client to see what the brand could look like. And that was us done. So I hope that you have enjoyed seeing the process and sit back, relax, and see everything in action. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give it a like, comment and subscribe. It helps my channel a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!